Action Bronson. Who the fuck is this guy? He fucking, makes Parmesan chicken and whatever carne asada sandwiches with fucking grape jelly from Milan and all that shit. Who is this guy? He makes better shoes than fucking Jown. You know why? Because he actually puts different colorways and different ideas into his shoes. Shout out to him. I'll never wear his fucking shoes. No disrespect.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Sorbavelli, back in the place to be, La Merca Superior Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy, Mr. Nine Times. Yeah, man, today's mathematics is June 9th, which means it is born. So born means to bring into existence. It takes 9 months to make a baby. 9 is a multiple of 3. And 3 in mathematics is understanding. So when you put understanding to the second power, you bring about bringing into existence further understanding. And right now we need a further understanding on peace, unity, and togetherness, bro, because there's a lot of shit going on right now we're going to get into later. But for today's mathematics, it's born, and I need everybody to please be on their A game with their positivity, be mentally sharp, emotionally well, spiritually, physically, all that good shit, man, because there's a lot of wickedness out there. Like I've said before, peace. So let's just fucking address the elephant in the room. Right now, Los Angeles is in some fucking shit, bruh. There's a lot of ice. Well, first of all, it started with the ice raids, right? Según, they started with only criminals and all that, and I'm very sure that was the primary objective. But shit started hitting the fan when raids were happening, and they just started kidnapping people and going into like public places and getting people with like no criminal records. Now, am I a fucking journalist? Did I do all this homework? And do I know by firsthand actual factuals on my information? No, I'm just getting the word of mouth and what the social media presence has been saying. And it's kind of like the overall consensus out there is they've been going after innocent people who are just undocumented, and a lot of stuff has been coming out that they need like to detain like 3,000 people a day. I think yesterday or the day before they said that ICE was going to be in LA for 30 days, which is a hell of a long time, which means who's going to pay their wages and all that shit while they're basically, what do they call that shit? When ICE is occupying LA, who's paying for that? Is it just like Trump out of his little side pocket? You know what I mean? He's gonna put the money up. No, man, we're all paying for this shit. So I think the frustration out of a lot of this shit comes from is just the complete undermining. Is it undermine? Yeah, the complete undermining actions of our president to basically just say, fuck the mayor, fuck the governor. We're going to go in and start detaining and deporting people without them knowing. The mayor went up there. I'm pretty sure Governor Newsom. They echoed the same sentiment where it was like they had no authority to do this. They had no idea they were gonna do this. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, man. I honestly have no idea whether it was true or not when it comes to politics. I treat politics like politics. I don't believe a word none of these fucking cocksuckers say. They say one thing, do something else the next. And it's the same bullshit that's been going on since the beginning of time, bro. You know, it's very much hip hip hooray in the face, and then behind the scenes is some bullshit going on. Whether it's true or not, whatever. Shit's going down. I don't want to say like full on riots have been happening, but pretty much it's kind of like the police. It's kind of like the police versus the people type. They got everybody, bro. They got ICE, the LAPD, the CHP, the National Guard. Holmes just sent in the Marines. I was talking with my dad about this shit. I'm like, what is he gonna do? Might as well just send all the motherfuckers out there. The SEALs, Special Forces, you know what I mean? The FBI, the what is it? The TSA, the ATF, like all the fucking alphabet guys. Bring in the LGBT. Like who else are y'all gonna send, bruh? Because I think it's ridiculous how these, like, this can happen. Like, how can this shit even be happening, bro? I don't know what the fuck really is going on. I lost my train of thought because I was going somewhere. Oh my God. I got distracted for a little bit. That killed the whole momentum of that shit, didn't it? Maybe we should have dialed it back a little bit, right? But basically, they don't, like, they had no idea that they were gonna do this. And it's like hitting home, man. I got like friends and shit that are saying, you know, that they're affected by it, and I just think it's fucking crazy. They did it under the guise of we're gonna only detain criminals, but there's a lot of shit coming out that these are people with no criminal history, and statistically, illegals coming into America statistically have less criminal history than U.S. citizens, which makes sense to me. But then it kind of doesn't make sense because they're like undocumented. How are they gonna know what kind of, you know, crimes they're doing? Like, that's kind of hard. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know this shit. I'm not a fucking reporter. I'm not 5-0, so I wouldn't know any of this shit. I'm just saying what I've heard online, and that's kind of bad, you know. I'm so mad I was going somewhere, and then I lost my train of thought right now. But, I was going to, these are all fear-inducing tactics. This is some Machiavelli shit going on, bruh. And a lot of people, I feel like, aren't seeing the bigger play here. The play isn't, we're gonna detain illegals. The bigger play at hand is we're gonna strike fear into the hearts of people all over the world, especially in Los Angeles, for whatever reason, and fuck who don't like it. Fear, dividing and conquering, all that shit is going at play. The reason I say this is because in Machiavelli's The Prince, you know, the Machiavelli, it's better to be feared than loved, the Bronx Tale type shit. There's a story where, I can't remember, it's like the king, he tells one of his like captains, like, go to this city and do whatever you need to do to get the people to fucking fear you and get under control. You could do public executions, mutilation, beheadings, and that's what this fool did. But in The Prince, he says you gotta be feared and not hated, because when you're hated, people are gonna fucking kill you. Which I think Trump has been way over that point. But this isn't a fucking book. This is real life, right? But going back to, so the captain fucking starts smoking people left and right. The people hate this shit so much. Word gets back to the king. The king sends some fucking assassins at night. They kill they kill the captain, chop his body up into pieces, and leave him out in the town square, whatever the fuck, so everybody could see. And now it's like, hear ye, his excellency grants mercy and has heard the fucking people of whatever fucking Liarsburg, and it's justice was dealt swiftly, you know what I mean, and mercilessly and all that shit. I feel like that's what's happening here. It's like just a ploy to get people to be scared, and fucking holy shit, these fucking shoes almost hit me. Yeah, bro, I just think there's more than what we're seeing on the surface. I think there's a bigger picture, a bigger play at hand. And what's funny is there's just been like, fucking looting and vandalism. They vandalized that one fucking the old historic building, the white building on Olvera Street. If my dad was just talking about it, something that had a Pico house. The P.O. Pico house, I think it's called. I just shot a video there for All You Can Eat. That'll probably be already out by the time you see this. So all this shit's happening, right? They closed the 101 in protest. The cops are shooting rubber pellets at people. Really, we're a stone's throw away from like total anarchy in Los Angeles. And I really don't know what the fuck is going on. So I just wanted to address that firsthand. Where was I gonna? Oh, so I was like walking down the street, and DAF, the DAF crew, they have a big fucking wall. Like, this is the biggest roller I might have seen in my life. The DNA one in Mexico is probably the biggest roller I've ever seen in Mexico, but this DAF one over here is probably the biggest roller I've ever seen in America. Granted, I've only seen Grape around LA, but LA is the Mecca, so where else would you see it that's any bigger, But anyway, they were posting up, and so they did the DAF roller and all their names, their individual names on the bottom. They painted over their own names and put "Destroying America's Future," DAF, and then I was there when they probably were just wrapping it up, because they were all out there posted. Shout out to them. I didn't want to go over there and, introduce myself and all that shit. Like, when it comes to people doing certain activities and stuff like that, even though graffiti is a lesser crime and shit like that, I just don't want it to come off like disrespectful. I'm on my business. I act like I didn't see shit. I posted the picture on my story, but that was less of like, me documenting a fucking vandalism, but more so for them to go over their own wall and put "Destroying America's Future," and it was like, I seen the sketch, like, Holmes, graffiti writers get down, dog. Like, don't make it. I hate when people are like, oh, this is like all bullshit. It's not, bro. Like, I feel like the majority of graffiti writers are really talented, and they had like some shit, like some different art, like some, political, socio-political thing that they did. I didn't see them finish it, but I saw what they were doing, and it looked dope. So shout out to DAF crew. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting. So let's just do a quick drip check before we get into some other topics. But I got the cement Benico Filas. The top fucking looks exactly like Air Max 95, but what I like about these is these look very fucking different, bro. Like, the only thing I don't like about these is these fuckers, I don't know if you can hear it, they squeak. So I think this might be rubber. I want to say this is rubber, but I want to say they're too comfortable, but they're not uncomfortable. This is a shoe I don't think I would wear repeatedly. And a lot of my shoes, I'm gonna have to rethink like which ones I'm gonna buy. You know what I mean? Because, or I guess different shoes for different things. There's obviously shoes you go out in, you run in, you hike in, you work in. Different shoes for different things of the day. And these might be I'm going to the store real quick. I just need some real quick, comfortable, clean shoes. Borderline, I'm flexing, not really. So yeah, cement Benicos. allergies are acting up a little bit. It's like hot and cold, hot and cold. That fucks with the pollen. That fucks with my shit over here. Obviously, these are Imperial. What is it? Fucking the first Imperial basketball shorts, and then I got Everlasting Love. Fucking, Everlasting Love tank top over here, and I got mad shoes. All these right here are from May. So these are all my May shoes, and then all these shoes right here are all shoes I'm gonna give to my cousin. We're gonna break that down in a little bit. Maybe I'll save the shoe shit for the ending, because this shit's about to get messy over here. There's gonna be shoe boxes everywhere around this motherfucker. And we got Presley in the building over here. I don't know if you can see him, but Presley, you want to say hi to everybody? Good boy. Let's see. I had some things I wanted to say about today. The other day, so it's koi fish mating season. For anyone who doesn't know, I have a pond, and I've been taking care of my koi fish. You can even scroll through my channel and see that I take care of them, and I try to put knowledge on everybody about the koi fishes I love. There's a lot of things I'm into if nobody knows and shit. I'm into cooking, baking, guns, shoes, jewelry, fashion. Is that it? There's a lot. Pokemon, wrestling, hats. But it all kind of comes in like chambers and cycles, you know what I mean? Like a revolver. Like right now I'm really in my sneakers heavy era. Right now I'm figuring out who's gonna be printing on my new clothes. But back to the koi fishes. Koi fish season is May, June, and that's kind of like from when it starts to warm up after spring. And I think the temperature in the water has to be like in the mid 70s, right? It has to consistently be that for the fish to spawn, and you could tell because they blow little bubbles. And I have a video, I think it's called Mating Season, where you could see that the male koi fishes are basically like they're fucking like, nudging at mama to have her babies. And I've named all of them, I think, in my head. No, I haven't named all of them. The big white Shiroitsuri koi, she's the mama of the pond. It was Athena, God rest her soul. It was two of them, but it was Athena who passed away and Hera. Then we have fucking so many. The pond is predominantly males, and then we have Kratos, which is the father of like some of the new ones. He's orange and black. And then Hades, they don't know when koi fish are males or females from around 3 to 5 years. So I know the babies that Hera had 4 koi fish that looked just like her, or maybe just black and white, and 2 of them passed away. I know I named one Apollo, but I don't know. I gotta reconfigure the names and shit. So Hades might be, if Hades ends up being a female, that one might be Persephone. The original Persephone was the Platinum Matsuba that I had that passed away, and the reason why they passed away was because I added water into the pond, and all our fishes, most of our fishes have passed away because we didn't clean the pond right. Like we emptied the water out and put the water, not all of it, like a good majority of the water, and put it with the tap water, which has like, it comes from the fucking city, which has chemicals and fucking bacteria and all that shit that's not good for the fish. Fucking pond is a whole ecosystem that attracts mosquitoes, spiders, just wild plant life, and you're supporting an aquatic ecosystem in a pond. So when you fuck with that, you throw the whole shit off, and that's when shit happens, like fish passing away. One day I remember like a hawk must have eaten. You keep jumping on and off the fucking thing, man. What's going on with you? Do you want to be with your pop? Be with your pop. Come right here. Good boy. So one day we found like 4 fish, outside of the pond. Like they were just scattered in the backyard. Like you could tell like a hawk or something probably try to like grab it and fly away, but they were too heavy or something like that, which is interesting because they weren't that big at the time, because the pond must have been like maybe a year or two old. So we ended up having to buy like a fake owl. And that seems to be working, because we used to have like a stork that would come around and try to eat our fish. And I think a stork has eaten one of our fishes, but it'll literally just watch the fucking pond, and it knows we live here. So I think it just like tries to wait for the perfect moment to catch a fish. But I think our fish are smart. After like a few times of them being attacked and stuff, I think they have like super like skittish like natures and survival tactics, that they just, any little thing, if they see a shadow right then and there, they dip down. Like I've walked across the pond and they'll go sick inside the water, and you could tell like the fishes tell each other when there's danger. Like you could see like the one fish will look up at me and it'll swim, and it'll go and it'll tell like one fish, and like those fish will go and like tell the rest of the whole like family, and then they kind of like do this thing where they fucking like group together, and they get in a tight group towards the bottom of the pond. It looks fucking sick as fuck. Like they're in like pack formation. So but I would say we've lost about half of our pond, or at least a quarter of it, at least, because right now we have about 18 fishes, 18 koi fish, something like that. And I want to say we had actually no, 40 sounds about right, because we didn't just have koi fish. We had like fucking like bottom dwelling ass fish. I think we've even had like goldfish at a time. We've had like 2 turtles. So we've had different shit, and just like doing the knowledge and gaining the knowledge, and taking care of our pond more. I really love taking care of our fish. So one day the whole pond was covered in foam, and that's how I knew that they were trying to mate. But it was only for one day. If there's many times throughout the year where they try to like, because you could see they blow like little foam bubbles, and then that accumulates and that covers the entire water if it's at the right temperature. But I think at higher or lower temperatures, the foam doesn't hold up in the water. Like it just kind of like they pop over time due to the temperature, something like that. I'm not a fucking geologist or whatever you call them shits, but I know a little bit of my shit, enough to where I can give a good guesstimate of how I clean my shit, my pond. And so yeah, just taking care of the fish. They're trying to mate. I don't know if we'll have babies. We'll definitely know by the middle of July, because that's when we'll see them coming out of the rocks. And I always wonder, like, is Nemo true? Like, where they lay the eggs in the crevices and then they come out? I would think that's true, because all our babies that have spawned come out of the cracks. They'll literally come out for a little bit just to say what's up to everybody, and then they'll go back in. That happened for at least 2 months with all our newer fish, like Kratos' baby, and I don't know. I don't know if what do they call that shit when they're not pedophiles, but inbreds. I don't know if inbreeding is in koi fish, but I wouldn't think so, based on last year we didn't have. Okay, well last year, so 2 years ago was when we really started cleaning our pond really good, and they didn't have babies. We've had the same koi fish for years at that point. Like, I think Hera has to be like 15. 15 sounds like a good number. And then her babies have to be at least 10, So most of the fish have to be around 15 years old, 10 to 15, the average there. But then you could tell who like the newer ones are. So like around 2023, they didn't spawn. Are you okay? You just smacked the shit out of you. You're on the shoebox. I'm sorry. So they didn't mate 2023. Last year, or around that time, around in the summer, is when I brought Kratos. Kratos was already big. Kratos is probably, I think they told me Kratos was like 5 years old when I got him. I don't know. He probably was like 3 years old, 3 to 5, like they said. He definitely was a male, and he definitely probably was 3 to 5 at that point, because he got Hera pregnant or whatever the fuck it is for fish. He's not pregnant. You got that. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm not, all correct with my shit on fishes, but basically they had babies together, and I think he's the only one that did that. How many koi I didn't even know. How many babies can a female koi fish have? Let me see. Koi fish lay a large number of eggs during spawning season, with a mature female potentially producing up to 100,000 eggs. However, not all eggs survive to become baby fish, and many are eaten by other fish in the pond. That's fucking scary. Egg laying. Koi fish are egg layers, and a single female can lay a substantial number of eggs during spawning season, like Nemo when they're in the fucking cave. That's crazy. Fertilization. As the female lays her eggs, they are immediately fertilized by male koi that are following her. Oh, so it probably is inbreeding, because there's different fucking colored fish, and the different fish are different colors and all that shit, and that makes sense. While many eggs are laid, a significant portion of them are eaten by other fish in the pond, reducing the number of fry that survive. Why does they say fry? Spawning season. Koi typically spawn once a year, often in the late spring or early summer, depending on water temperature. Okay, depending on water temperature, yeah, because like mid-July ain't the fucking early summer, dick. That's middle of summer. So, and I seen them, like in the beginning of July, I feel like last year, for when our koi fish spawn. Factors affecting egg production. The size and health of the female koi can influence the number of eggs she lays. Larger, more mature koi may produce more eggs. Makes total fucking sense, bruh. So shout out to all my koi fish and all my koi fish lovers. Yes, look at you. You're so fucking beautiful. All you do is lay down. He's tired. We just went for a walk. That's why I fucking washed my hair and I'm fucking tired, and I need more water and all this shit. But it's okay. We gotta speed through this, buddy, because fucking we're already at 27 minutes. And I already know this shoe shit is gonna take at least 15 of them shits. So let's see. Let me see, Preston Lee. We got to get through these motherfucking thingies. Okay. What's funny is I've been watching the Styles P, the 2 Jews, 3 Black Dudes podcast, the Locks podcast that they did, and they asked for Patta sneakers for all the for the whole podcast, and they only end up giving Styles P and Jadakiss Patta Air Max 1s, which are hilarious because they're only like worth $100 on StockX. Not that I'm saying that they're cheaper, like like duds or bricks, which they basically are, but I'm just saying, like, it's funny because Patta could have bought, they could have saved expenses by buying them shits themselves and giving it to them, bro. If they wanted to cut the cost of production down or what or whatever it is, or give them gift cards or some shit, hilarious. Patta doesn't want to spend the small 500 or whatever the fuck it is and give the whole. I thought that was funny, and it made me interested in Patta sneakers. My thing is, they look like regular Air Max 1s, which goes to fucking Jound sneaker. Jounds are coming out with a collaboration with Asics for Kayano 14s. They look like your average run-of-the-mill Kayano 14s. I could argue that I've seen better 1130 or other Kayano 14 colorways. Jound and any other collaboration brand, all they do is switch the colors up, which is fucking bullshit. Action Bronson, who the fuck is this guy? He fucking, makes Parmesan chicken and whatever carne asada sandwiches with fucking grape jelly from Milan and all that shit. Who is this guy? He makes better shoes than fucking Jound. You know why? Because he actually puts different colorways and different ideas into his shoes. Shout out to him. I'll never wear his fucking shoes. No disrespect. But that shit is just hilarious. Oh yeah. They said on the podcast, the Locks, whoever their names are, shout out to them though. That's a great podcast. That's my shit right now. I've just been binge watching their shit. But they're like, yeah, Sheik's a this, Styles a size this, Jada's a 10, he's a 4 and he's a 6, and they only gave Styles and Kiss they only gave them shoes, and Sheik was like, it's all right. I've had to deal with that my whole career. It's all right. It's just them. They always forget about me. Hilarious. I love how great of a sport Sheik was with the whole sneaker thing. And it's like, bro, like, if it's me and Presley and I ask for shit with me and him and they only give him shit, I'm gonna be like, nah, go fuck yourself, bruh. Patta's it's a cool brand. I've never seen nobody wear Patta outside though. I've never seen nobody wear Patta in my life. The only reason I know about Patta is because Billy Esco has a song called Patta, if you want. I got a closet full of Patta, a wall full of para. You don't want no fucking problems, put that on your baby mamas. That shit's hard as fuck. So let's see. What else do I have? Oh my God. The Kobe mural was vandalized over there. I think it's on 14th and Main in Los Angeles. They vandalized it for a second time. There was an artist. It's either two ways that they vandalized a mural. They got beef with the fucking whoever actually did the art, or they don't want that in their hood. Which I don't understand. The hood politics is different and between different neighborhoods. But it's funny because the homie was like, that's a green light right there. And I looked at him, I was like, shit, you think? Fuck. Shit like that is just will not be tolerated, because guess what? Kobe Bryant. And it wasn't just like, if it was a Kobe with like endorsing some bullshit or something, like, okay, I could kind of get that. But he was with his daughter on a really nice mural, and they just, not even like a slash where it's like fuck you and they wrote their name, like pussy like scribbled all over it. Those are the worst fucking slashes, bro. Like when you just like completely fuck up somebody's piece. And it's horrible, man. Those are grounds for getting poked or worse. And I'm not condoning or saying violence should be had against anybody. I'm just saying that for a Kobe mural to be vandalized in LA is not a good thing, bro. And I think it's some bullshit. They were vandalized literally when I got these Kobe Pro Tro 6s, and I'm gonna review them in a little bit. I'm sorry, Presley, for waking you up, but you're gonna be woken up in a little bit. Just giving you the fucking heads up right now. So. Fuck them, whoever vandalized Kobe's mural. You know what? I will condone a little violence. I hope you get beat up. That's it. Nothing more than that. Just a couple of fucking chingazos. Ping ping ping, and everybody goes about their day, and we learn our lesson, right? Because killing and all that other shit, it's not. It don't solve nothing, right? I had some other shit, but it's fine because we're already at half an hour over here and we got to wrap it up soon. So let's go to the shoes that I'm going to give my cousin. My cousin plays basketball. From what my dad tells me, he goes through a lot of shoes, and I have a lot of shoes that I need to give away. So peanut butter and jelly equals a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? That's what I'm saying, right? Okay, so we're going to start over here. I don't even know what the fuck these are, but these are Nike P6000s that are already fucking cooked. Some of these are cooked already, so sorry, cousin, if these aren't brand new. Okay, well, these are free too, so you can either sell them, hit somebody over the head with them, I don't know, but these are cooked already. These were my go-to sneakers to walk around in, to do my walks, but I literally got a blister on my pinky toe, and then I had to buy my first pair of Kayano 14s, and those are already cooked now because I'm walking around fucking heroin needles and crack pipe residue. So yeah, they're just too narrow on my feet. So I literally ordered, like, May probably is gonna take the cake for the most sneakers I ever bought in a month, but June is gonna be right there, man, because I've already bought Oh, why did I bring the Kayano 14s? Oh, no, because I bought them on the 31st. Okay, whatever. Because I've already bought Monarchs and I've already bought more Asics, right? What are these? These are Filas, and I have a feeling these are New Balance 574s. I haven't really worn these. I've only worn them a few times. They're too tight. I yacked all over them when I was drinking and shit like that, and I probably had bad indigestion. But you could tell like all right here. So I probably worn them like a good amount of times, but not the bottom. So just the heel. So these are a little cooked. Sorry. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, I fucking remember I wore these dunks, but they're too tight because they're 11 and a half, and I've never worn these out. And I've only basically tried them on and had them on the podcast one time. So these are pretty much a fresh ass pair of dunks. And they have like no fucking, like, look how small of like support. That ain't shit. I need like double that. So shout out to Cousin. These are really nice. And I think they still have Dusty Cactus dunks out there and like the outlets and shit like that. And listen, man, you don't have to be getting the fucking most expensive ass sneakers and shit. You could go to outlets. We all started buying bricks. If you didn't start buying bricks and you started getting PEs off the bat and shit, you're just a fucking lame ass fucking silver spoon ass Levi. Nike Tech Heras. I love these. These are very comfortable. They're too tight. So if I could find some Nike Tech Heras in a 12, these might be my go-to walking shoes. My go-to walking shoes right now are the Count of 14s, but once I get my Air Monarchs, that's all gonna change, because Air Monarchs right now, just from everything I've worn right now, are number one. They're the most comfortable, have the best support. My feet are a little wider. I get the 4E, and not even 12 and an 11 and a half. Let me see what else. What the fuck is this? I have a feeling these are Fila Disruptor 2s. And they're kind of, yeah, they're like already yellow on the bottom sole. These are cooked, even though the bottoms are cooked, even though I've only worn them like maybe 2 times. And I'm gonna put these to the side because we're gonna do a comparison. And I think if you've been watching my podcast, you're gonna know which shoes I'm gonna compare them to. These are, what are these? Oh, the Cordas. Okay, so tell me these ain't fucking dunks. I just brought them out. Don't make me bring them out again. These are fucking dunks, bro. You can't tell me otherwise. Are the dunks right there? Because if they're just right there, I'll just fucking bring them out for comparison. No, those are Nike Tech Heras. Fuck these shoes, bro. I hate copycat ass shoes. And it's funny because my dad was like, oh, do they make any Mexican branded shoes? I'm like, yeah, they're fucking called knockoffs, bro. My dad, how can they be knockoffs if they're a different brand? Well, they copy the silhouette. So yeah, Panam can make whatever the Quetzalcoatl sneakers, but they look exactly like, fucking like Air Maxes or something, These are the fucking bitches that I wore to the show for Boulevard Nights, and they squeezed the fuck out of my feet right here. So I had to go literally walk in these almost in tears to fucking limping, not in tears, but I was limping to Shoe Palace, and I got the Count of 14s because of these sneakers. Cousin, these are your problem now. What else we got? Osmillans, the elephant in the room. I praised the fuck out of these shoes for so long. I try to go around and walk around LA in these, and these completely fucking are like not comfortable after walking around and shit. Just something about, they call these the Ad Plus, whatever bullshit ass fucking comfort this is supposed to be. It don't have comfortable at all. Osmillan, at least this pair, trust me, I'm not gonna get rid of all my Osmillans in one shot. I'm gonna go and test all of them and see what the consensus is. But the consensus right now is these are on paper look comfortable, supposed to feel comfortable. They are comfortable, but once you start really rocking and rolling, locking and loaded outside, walking around with them on, they're not comfortable at all. Cousin, they're your problem now. Let's see what else. Reebok. Okay, so these almost didn't get cut. I really like these. I really like the feel. They obviously look like Air Forces or like a Dunk, and I forgot what kind of Reeboks these are, but I wore these with the Dub interview we did, or the last Dub episode. They got suede right here. I really like that. But guess what? Whenever I step with my left foot, my big toe feels like it's gonna fucking rip out of the shoe. So because of that, I can't have these anymore. And these are called the BB 4002s. So oh, these are basketball shoes. What? So my cousin, he balls, so these would be perfect for him. Hope you fucking do many 3-pointers and get some fucking good games going on with these. And what are these? Oh, another pair of Osmonds, but these are 11.5. I really love these, and I've only worn them a few times. So you know what the dealio is. Yeah. So these are all the shoes I'm gonna give to my cousin, and they're 10 pairs altogether. So shout out to him. And so we're gonna go on to all the shoes I bought in May. Presley, I'm gonna need you to maybe step aside or something like that. No? Okay. Well, actually, the first ones we're going to start with, 997H's I got at the New Balance store, the New Balance store in the Mills. I got these for my pops for Father's Day, and I couldn't find any blue shoes for him, but they got a green and they got nice, it's a, like almost like a charcoal or a lighter dark gray suede. And blue accents. So that's the best I could do for pops is blue accents. And I told him, hey man, you don't got like a top for this shit? And, oh no, man, we don't got that because we don't want people reselling the shoes. I'm like, fucking what sense does that make? How are you gonna stop resellers from cutting the box off? Oh man, that's just the policy. I'm like, man, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. Just if you don't have, and I told him, you have an extra box. No, I don't. Hey, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of my face, bro. Like I know what it is, bro. You just. What it is when they go on clearance, they rip the top off so you can see the shoe. So nobody's like it's all right there. You know what I mean? It's easy to look at. That's why they rip the top off, not because of fucking resellers. Whoever New Balance, whoever that guy that told me is, he's like a wannabe hipster dude. Next time I go over there, I'm gonna get the name. But y'all need to fire him or something, or talk to him about this shit. Big Supervelli said he's a fucking liar. Don't lie to the customer. I know what it is. You're trying to show the shoe, and you could give less of a fuck about resellers. Whoever pays you for your shoes and they do whatever with that is on them. Come on, bro. So right now, this is what I'm walking around in right now. These are fucking cooked already, as you could tell from the bottom. But these are Cayano 14s. I love these shoes. They fucking smell right here already after like, a week of use. But these are holding me down right now. I really love the gel. Literally because of the gel, like the way they felt, they completely felt different from any other shoe that I bought. Because of that, I'll give these like a solid, just to be around and move around, like an 8. But as soon as you start walking around and really start putting them fucking steps in, a shoes down to like a 5. You know what I mean? Other shoes, they go down even more. But really, like Cayano 14s, once you really start going and like putting miles and miles and miles, like I do, I walk fucking 8 to 10 miles every day. 8 on a light day, 10 on a heavy day. Average 8, right? These motherfuckers start hurting these guys right here on my feet, like the palms and shit, right? Let's see. I'm gonna have fucking shoes everywhere. Oh man, these are some of the most sexiest shoes I've ever seen. Are you all right? What's going on? Are you behind me? All right, you're right behind me? Okay, I got you. Rosewater Asics. These are fantastic. I would not walk around in these. These are just a great pair of shoes to kind of like flex and be comfortable and just be around the city in. The suede's already fucking... Okay, that's part of the shoe? What the fuck is this? No, that's part of the fabric of the stitching. Wait, hold on. Can I rip this out? Okay, I got it. Yeah, and there's already like some other shit in here. But yeah, I got these directly from Kith. I wasn't going to leave Kith without getting some Asics, bro. Just out of respect for Ronnie, you know what I mean? Hold on, I'm going to get some fucking water over here because I'm dying. And we're already at 43 minutes. Sorry, y'all. It's going to be a little longer podcast. You all right, boy? You good? Maybe we should do everything but Nike. Okay, so these are the ALD Amy Leon Dore New Balances. This is a sexy fucking box. I mean, this thing with the rose. Where's the rose at? Right there, the little symbol. It comes with a little shoe bag very nice. It's like it has like this fucking nice material shit on it. And these come in like pastel colors, navy and yellow. I mean, bro, this is how you do it for a collab. This is how you do it. Oh, this has like a nice like a shoelace feel to it. That's crazy. These are RC56's New Balance Amy Leon Dore collaborative colorway, and they come with different laces. Black laces, the navy and yellow, which I might actually go with the navy and yellow. Black looks good too, but then they have these cement gray ones with like blue accents, which are cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll try different laces. Then again, I'm lazy, so I probably won't. I don't know. It's just kind of like what'll fit the mood and fit the fit. You know what I mean? But these are very nice. Shout out to Amy Leon Dore. New Balances. These are fucking fire. I appreciate y'all. Let me see. Keep in mind, these are all the shoes that I bought in May, by the way. Oh, yeah. So my first pair of 2002 Rs, I seen a homie at work. I will always look at his New Balances and be like, what the fuck New Balances does he have? Thank God they say I'm on the fucking side right here. It's 2002 R. These already had, since they were the last pair I bought, they already had like dirt on the fucking suede, which pissed me off, bro. Because he was like, yeah, when you get them dirty, you can't do shit. Yeah, well, thanks a lot for selling me shoes that already have fucking dirt on them. Not too much, just a little bit, like just a smidgen right there. I hate that shit, man, because I love suede, and I hate buying shoes that look cooked already. Like, if they look, oh, fuck, I forgot to put this shit in the bag. If they look cooked already, there's no point in me buying them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, buddy? Is some of this shit making sense, or do you not understand? Huh? Oh shit! God damn. I wish I had a little mic fucking stand or something right here. Let me see. The Kobe's, man. I love this nice reptilian fucking snake. It doesn't look like snake, but it looks more reptilian to me at least. My first pair of Kobe 6s, and keep in mind I haven't worn any of these shoes that I'm bringing out for now, because there's two of them that I've worn. But sick Dodgers game royal blue and white Kobe 6 Pro Tros. They come with white laces. Maybe I'll hook them up with white laces because I think that'll pop out. Even though they look more subtle and sleek with the blue laces, the whites just kind of like, I feel like are a no-brainer. It's already 9:35. Beautiful. Bang a gong, everybody. No disrespect to Kobe. Slide him over here. Slide him on down. These, man. I wanted these bad as fuck, and I got them. I was going to get... Oh, no, I actually did get... these. This is the first W I got on the sneakers app. I got redeemed after the fucking Brick by Bricks. The white cement 4s. I'm going to wear them with the tag because I'm a gangster like that. Oh, they smell so good. Fire, bruh. Fire. Can't wait to wear them. I was actually going to wear them today, but I was like, let me fucking bust the bennies out. You know what I mean? The fucking cement gray Bennicles. Because that's what I do. You know what I mean? I buy a new shoe and I'm like, let me just buy a shoe that I haven't, wear a shoe that I haven't worn. You know what I mean? Classic Flight, Jordan logo. I wanted these bad as fuck too. And I actually won these in a raffle through, I want to say Ama Manier, whatever. I like saying either way. And these come in like a funny secret little pouch. The rare Air Jordan 3s. This one doesn't have the backwards Nike, but the other shoe does, but I'm not going to bring the other shoe out. Very nice, very sleek. It just doesn't look like a cheap-ass shoe. Suede right here. Fucking amazing, bro. I love it. The sole with the little bit of gray suede, little bit of blue accents, gray and black. You can't go wrong, bro. Jordan 3s are probably my favorite Jordans of all time. Very. And I haven't tried them on too, so I'm gonna try them on at some point. Oh, and they come with sail colored laces. Sail colored laces, yeah. Ooh, and let me just say, these are my favorite Nikes of all fucking time. The Air Max 95s, bro. I mean, you've seen these. You've seen these. Last episode, they were really fucking dope. I don't know what the fuck this is on the side of them. Right? Amazing. Amazing. Baltic blue, sexy fucking blue, should I say? Dare I say? Need I say more? And then these, obviously, Wolf Gray 95. Just beautiful. Beautiful as fuck. And then, last but not least, these Air Forces that I've been wanting forever. Double white, or I guess triple white Air Forces with the gum sole bottoms, man. I bought these originally for Caesar to paint on them, but he didn't bring his equipment to paint, and that's fine. He gave me his business card, so one of these days I'm gonna give these to him, and he's gonna get down on them. So, oh, and let me just add and shit. I ran up my credit, stupid, bruh, buying all these fucking shoes. Right now I owe a lot of money in credit, but that's fine. Like, this is just shit that I wanted, and if you have the money and you have the desire to do it, do it. Don't just go overspending, because literally I was looking at my banking and shit, and thank God, shout out to Chase, fucking great banking system that they have on their app. They show you what you've been spending on, and literally it was like 40 something percent shopping, and then like 33% like automobile, right? So all that means to me is I need to spend less money on sneakers, and that's what I'm gonna do. So the message of the day is budget your money, save your money, and don't be excessively spending a lifestyle that you can't maintain. I can maintain my lifestyle, not that long, but just for now. But I'm gonna cut back, I'm doing more overtime, and I'm gonna get this money regardless. This is the God's Hour.
Bash Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now, while the angels fly over my headstone.